All right, so we've been using, this is our pool here. We've been using this jacuzzi vacuum for like a year and a half. It's not very good. It has its moments. It constantly gets disconnected. Air goes into the little basket there, causes it to stop. It misses a lot of spots. It's very similar to the Barracudas, I think the G3s. That one actually worked better, the Barracuda. Then we got this one, and this one's not as good. And we're kind of fed up with it. We want to try something new. So what I'm going to do is we're going to connect, instead of having the hose there, we're going to put one of these Pentair baskets with the little floatable weir to help capture the leaves that are on top. And then we ended up buying a robot. So we bought the lower end Matronics Explorer E20. I was looking at the premium, the Dolphin Premium, which seems like it has all the bells and whistles, but it's like 3 times as expensive as this, or 2.5 times more expensive. So decided to get the Explorer 20 and see if this is good enough. We do get a lot of leaves because we have all these trees here, so that is a huge problem. And that's why the premium looked better, because it has a bag inside. But we'll try this out and see how it works. I believe I have a return policy of 90 days from where I bought it. I bought it at Lowe's. It says it was returnable. So let's see how it does. A lot of times there is more leaves. Recently this guy did pick up a lot of the leaves. So it actually looks better than sometimes it gets really, really bad in there. So we'll run it for the 2 hours and see how well it works. So let's unbox this. All right, so let's pop this open, see what it looks like. See all the parts that come with it. All right, so we got a manual that we're going to completely ignore and not read. Just kidding. And then here's the device. It's a 33-foot cable. I measured the pool, and it's about 30 feet long. And since I'm connecting it over here, like around, cable's going to go in around here. My assumption is, so hopefully it can cover everything. So we'll see if that's the case or not. Let's lift it. See. All right, so it's not super heavy. So let's go through that. Oh. Here it is. Here's what it looks like, and then it has a control panel, which is this guy over here. So let's plug it in. Let's see. Here's the basket. It's got a mesh here. I heard you can go online and buy a thinner mesh if you want it to do more filtration, but this is the one that comes in it. This actually looks a little bit smaller than I thought. On the videos I saw online, it seemed like this was bigger. So we'll see how this does. Oop. All right. It's kind of nice. When you close it, it has this little piece, so it automatically closes this little latch. That's pretty straightforward. $15 meters is the length of this. It's pretty lightweight. So this plugs in over here. Drop this guy. Trying to really see. There we go, it only goes in one way. There it is. So that's on there. Seems like that's watertight. This does not go in the water, only that does. Alright, so we're going to plug it in over here. It just says to definitely use a GFCI plug to put it in. That is what we have here. So we'll put it in there. It's going to lay down or sit up. Okay, so we took out the hose and with this jacuzzi pseudo Barracuda system. And now we're gonna put the floaty one here, see if it fits the basket, which has the built-in weir. There it goes down. And the reason I'm using this one is my weir in there is broken, so there's no way to connect one because the tabs are broken. All right, so that's in there. Okay, so now that we got the other vacuum out of there, we got the basket in there. You can see the leaves falling in, great, with the wind. All right, so let's put this guy out there. All right, so recording this again because my Pixel 7 decided to get too hot and stop recording and it didn't record anything, so I had to borrow my wife's iPhone 14 to record this part. So I just took it out of the water, but essentially at this point, once it's connected, it's plugged in here, it's connected to a GFCI connection, and it's there, it's still off. Then over here, we grab this guy, dump it in the water, and it'll automatically sync in a few seconds here. There it goes. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit of this cable in there, right there. And then you're supposed to wait until it gets to the bottom. So there it goes. Going down, down, down. And then once it reaches the bottom, okay, there it's at the bottom, then we can go over here and we can press the power button. And there it turns on. It doesn't blink like that in real life, just on the camera you'll see it do that. It's a solid light. And did it go? Or do I need to do anything else? Yeah, there it goes. Couple things, the leaves are still on top, but I realized my water line is too high. We had a bunch of rain, so it's still too high, and that's why the leaves on top I think are not going into the skimmer. But other than that, bottom looks pretty good. There's some stuff like over here, like that wasn't cleaned, where it's yellow, so I'll have to brush off. But in regards to like grabbing the leaves on the bottom, they look pretty good. Let me grab some of the leaves that are on top and take some of that off right now. So actually it's 3 hours that it runs, and then it turns itself off. And then when you go check over here, there's like no lights that are on here. Yeah, and so this one has, this model, it has a little Bluetooth icon on this controller board, but that's not compatible with this. So they probably use the same controller board for a bunch of different ones. That's why there's a little Bluetooth logo if you see that. But okay, it's done. So now we're gonna pull it out and see what it looks like in there. So that did a pretty good job. Like I mentioned before, over here, the water's too high, so it couldn't grab the leaves. I had to do it manually, and then there's still some in there. So that I'll have to test later, but that's independent from this here. So, see, it's a little tangled there, but barely, a little bit. Let's take it out. So when you take it out, you can pull from here, but once it goes out of the water, it says to not pull from here. So we'll get it to here, and then we'll grab it, and we'll take it out. We're gonna get wet, so. All right, so let's see how it did with the leaves. There was quite a bit of leaves in there. Let's pop it out. All right, so that's what it captured. It's pretty heavy. got a good amount in there. So zoom out a little bit here. Oop, wrong way. There we go. So you can see, yeah, I think it did a good job. So, all right, that's what it looks like. That's how it works. We'll try it a few more times. So it seems like the scheduler here has a setting where you can tell it basically run once a day, or run every other day, or 3 times a week. That's what this 1, 2, 3 there on the left is. 1 is once a day for the whole week. 2 is twice per week, and then 3 is 3 times per week. All right, so it seems like you can leave it in the water, because if it has those schedulers there, then that means this just can stay in the water every single time, and it just runs. So yeah, did all right. You can still see some leaves are in there, but like again, we have a lot of leaves here, right? So and right now they're kind of constantly falling, so I wouldn't expect it to grab everything, because they just fall off right now. So, but so far so good. All right, hope that's helpful to someone out there who's looking at this. Definitely like and subscribe if you like this content, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.